They say if you want to send a message, you go where people are watching. But if you want it buried, you send it somewhere the powerful can scrub it clean. That's what happened in Midtown Manhattan on July 28, 2025. The official story? A man with mental illness stormed a corporate office with an AR-15, killed 4, including a CEO, then himself. Case closed. Just another isolated tragedy in a nation full of them. But look closer. His name was Tamura, 27, former college football star, brief NFL career. Then, gone, but not forgotten. He said his mind was decaying, that concussions had rewired his brain, that he wasn't the same. And he blamed one thing, the NFL. In his note, he called the league a machine of destruction, said it rewards pain, hides the cost, and discards its products when they break. He talked about CTE, brain trauma, the silence. He wasn't the first. So, Hernandez, Adams, all dead, all diagnosed. But what made this different was who Tamura targeted. Wesley LePatner, CEO of Blackstone's $100 billion real estate trust, one of the most powerful women in global finance. You don't just stumble into her office with a battlefield rifle. You plan that. You send a message, and that message was buried. No investigation, no real headlines, no FBI leaks, just silence. Corporate statements, then the cleanup. Literally, Blackstone isn't just another company. They own homes, warehouses, data centers, even farmland. They're the landlord of the modern world. And LePatner, she ran that empire. So how did a man with a rifle make it past lobby security and 33 floors up without getting stopped? Answer, he wasn't supposed to be stopped. Tamura's note talked about collusion between the NFL and private equity, between stadium deals and urban gentrification, between Blackstone and the cities they flip for profit. You treat cities like monopoly boards, and he wrote, you sell my trauma back to me in commercials. That's not crazy talk. That's a man who saw behind the curtain. And the other victims? All linked to Blackstone's urban development division. Not randoms, not bystanders. People connected to billion-dollar projects that displace real families. This wasn't a spree. This was a hit with a manifesto. Within 12 hours, the building was scrubbed. No NYPD body cam footage, no surveillance leaks. Just one shooter, 4 dead, and a silence that stinks of bleach. And then comes the red flag. Tamura requested his brain be studied for CTE. He wrote it down. But before an autopsy could be done, his body was cremated. Procedural error, they claimed. That's not an error. That's erasure. Why? Because CTE is liability, and liability is billions. LePatner had been pushing to expand Blackstone's reach, buying up metro properties, driving up rents, turning neighborhoods into luxury zones and eviction machines. Tamura called it war. You killed my family with foreclosure, he wrote. You erased us and called it progress. Why are the Clintons being subpoenaed now? The House Oversight Committee has issued subpoenas to Bill and Hillary Clinton, along with former attorneys general and ex-FBI directors, demanding testimony tied to Jeffrey Epstein. The same Epstein whose island was visited by the elite. The same Epstein who kept blackmail files, surveillance tapes, and a guest list they still refuse to release. Chair James Comer, we're told, is behind the move. But ask yourself this, is this real accountability or controlled demolition? Because when the walls start to close in, the system doesn't come clean. It sacrifices pawns, burns a few bridges, and spins the narrative. The Department of Justice won't release the Epstein files, and yet now subpoenas are being issued after years of silence? Why weren't they called in when Epstein was alive? Why now, when public pressure is boiling? Is this justice or just theater? And more importantly, if the Clintons are being dragged in, who are they trying to protect above them? What are we not being told? You be the judge. If you're awake, you already know what to do. Hit the link in our bio and join our free underground newsletter.